title track of the EP. It reminds me of Waxahachie, Texas, which was our hometowns that we both grew up in. And there, everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows the same places, goes the same places.
All the street names.
We wrote a song about how you could fall in love with somebody, and all of those things would feel brand new and feel like brand new experiences. So
yeah, the idea is like you've done all these things before, but it just feels different when it's experienced with somebody else.
It's real to us because it reminds us of our hometowns and just our roots and how we grew up. And
yeah,
we literally kept our hometown in mind as we were writing it. And then it's also just symbolic of this like new chapter of ours. We say this is like
Smithfield
2.0, right? We feel like we're coming into our own. You know, we've been in town for almost a decade now, and we feel like this music is the best representation of what Smithfield is. Kind of feels like our new chapter, our new music, or our new Smithfield.
So the second song on our EP is a song called Something Sexy. When you think about a night with somebody that you love, you always think about Marvin Gaye and Barry White, some of the old Motown stuff. And we just thought it would be really cool to write a song about all the sexy songs in country music, because there's a lot of really sexy songs in country music and no one ever really talks about that. So we literally went in one day with our co-writer and we were like, hey, we need to write something sexy. And he looked at us and he's like, why don't we write that? So we started weaving in all these different references. We started it with Tim and Faith in the chorus because they're a girl guy duo, we're a girl guy duo.
All the songs and references that we mention in this song all have special memories to me. I remember seeing the Tim and Faith song on the CMT Countdown when I was a little girl and like wanting to do that. And I remember blasting Melt when I first got my driver's license.
It's definitely a country music fan's song, because if you are a true country music fan,
yes,
you're going to catch all like the little references and stuff. It's like the bar. If you can pass getting all these references, you can join the country music community. The third song on the EP is a song called Burning Wings, and it was actually came from this idea of like, when you're in a relationship, you know it's going to end, you know it's not going to work out, but you just cling on to it as strongly as you can. You know, it's like burning wings. You're trying to fly, but you know it's going to fail. You're going to hit the ground.
So Sunday Best was the very first single that we put out on the Newtown EP. And Trey and I really felt like it hit home with all of our fans, because a lot of our fans are female, and we kind of feel this extra societal pressure to always be perfect and not let anybody know what we're going through, and to always have our hair done and our makeup and feel like just always be put together. Yeah. So Sunday Best was our way of saying like, you don't have to always look the part. You can be the real you and show me who you really are, and how refreshing that is to like hear that from a loved one. That's when you know, I think, that you really have true love, is when you have somebody that can show you that. And so that was the message that we felt was the strongest to put out first on the EP. Felt like it was a very positive message that we, men and women, need to hear.
I'll Never Stop was a song that I was pulling into a grocery store parking lot one day, and I just started singing this verse, and I kind of got through a verse and a chorus and was like, this could be something cool. It's this idea of like, when you're in love with somebody and you break up, you know, or not together anymore, there's always still a piece of you that loves that person. And it might not be in a romantic way, but you still love that person for who they are and what they meant to you. It was just kind of born out of that idea and the little melody that came to me, and we went in and co-wrote the crap out of it and ended up with a cool song.
We'll Figure It Out was not ever meant to be put out in the world. It was honestly just Trey and I's hearts in a song. We needed to write it because we were going through a really tough time. This EP was completely fan-funded by Kickstarter because we had just parted ways with our label and our funding, and we didn't know how we were going to fund everything, but as many things in our journey, we've just always figured it out. And then 2 months later, COVID happened, and the entire world felt like how Trey and I were feeling, and suddenly we didn't feel alone. And so we wanted to put it out in the world to encourage those who felt exactly like we did, because it's such an important message that I feel like everybody needs to hear at one point in their life.
I don't have the why, when, or how, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.